Hello, and welcome to another Angry's unit of the Reek. And today we're taking a look at the M2A1 half-track. The M2A1 half-track, not to be confused with the artillery gun or the tank, was an American half-track that entered into service in 1940, mainly as an armoured transport to deliver troops safely to the front of the battlefield without getting shot to pieces. It would see service during the Western Allied campaigns in North Africa and Europe, as well as in the Pacific. Also, the Russians would receive just over 300 of these half-tracks for Lend-Lease, and in Russian service they are mainly used as armoured reconnaissance units. In-game, the M2A1 is a 10-point half-track available to 2nd Guard Tank, 3rd Guard Tank, 10th Guard Tank, 29th Tank, 3rd Guard Mech, 7th Mech, Group Charania, Group Bezlugo, 3rd VDV, 44th Guard Infantry, 97th Guard Infantry, and 184th Infantry. As well, it's also technically available to the 1st Polish Infantry, but it's marked the M3A1, but it has the exact same stats and the model of the M2A1, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, it has one weapon. Weapon is pretty simple. You got a 50 caliber machine gun with 800 rounds of ammunition. It's a 50 cal, it does pretty good damage against infantry and against unarmoured and very lightly armoured targets. It can actually suppress and with the unarmoured targets, kill them quite quickly because it is a 50 caliber machine gun. Hop down to the miscellaneous stat, has 15mm of front armour, Reek top armour because there's no top, 5mm on the side, and 5mm at back. It goes 50 km off-road, 70 km on the road, medium stealth, normal optics, and heavy transport capacity. In battle, tracks are in a rather interesting place in SD2, and it really depends on what faction you're playing, assuming you're playing Axis and Allies and no mirror matches. As for the Axis, I don't think half-tracks are that great, because the Russians have all these anti-tank rifles which like blowing up half-tracks. But if you're playing the Russians, you don't have to worry about anti-tank rifles, so you have half-tracks available which you can exploit. But you don't really have that many half-track options with the Russians, or many in total, as really your only armed half-track option mainly is, yes, the M2A1. And this is not a bad unit at all, as for 10 points you're getting a mobile armoured 50 caliber machine gun, with the capacity of transporting troops, which is also quite nice. Now the real question is what troops do you transport in the M2A1 half-track? Well, first up is the availability issue. Is that you don't get a lot of M2A1s for the majority of divisions. For the tank divisions, you usually get round about 18 of these, while for non-tank divisions, including mechanized, you usually only get 6 to 8 M2A1, so they're very limited. You can really only take them with one card of infantry, so you gotta make them count. Currently, the meta choice for the M2A1 are Tanko Desanitki, and rightfully so, as they work very well in conjunction. Mainly you're going to be getting M2A1s and Tankos in A phase to rush enemy positions early on in the game, as you have a rather fast armoured transport with a machine gun, so you can get close into the enemy's face, unload the Tankos, and start chucking Molotov's favourite drink. You can also transport them with guards and strokies, but they don't work as well as you don't really have that CQC shotgun or firepower. Avtomachikis are a little bit expensive and just not as good as Tankos, as you don't have Molotovs. And Superiors are also a decent choice, but once again, not as great in very close quarters compared to Tankos, and they also are a little bit more expensive. So really, you're just going to be taking these with Tankos most of the time, and usually in A phase. Overall, the M2A1 is a pretty fun and useful unit, with the main role of rushing right into the enemy's face, and then unloading a bunch of 50 caliber machine guns directly into it. It's a pretty good unit. And well, I'm going to leave it off at that. This has been another Rangusian of the Week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.